Get ready for big news right now. Houston Astros second baseman Jose Altuve has been placed on the injured list after suffering a grade 2 left oblique strain. We break down everything you need to know about this major blow to the team and what it means for the season. And what opportunities are opening up for the young players stepping into the spotlight. And finally, we look at the bigger picture. We cover the full injury report, including the status of other key players like Jeremy Peña, and what this means for the entire Astros roster. Stay with us for the full breakdown and don't miss what happens next. Houston Astros second baseman Jose Altuve has been placed on the injured list after sustaining a grade 2 left oblique strain. Houston manager Joe Espada confirmed the injury following Altuve's exit from Saturday's game. Altuve underwent an MRI examination on Sunday morning after being removed before the 9th inning. The injury occurred during his 8th inning at bat when he grimaced after connecting on a grounder to third base and walked back to the dugout in pain instead of attempting to run out the play. Espada acknowledged the setback, stating, "Obviously just not what we wanted to hear. But we find ourselves having to fight through this one here. So these young players are going to continue to get opportunities." No timeline for Altuve's recovery was provided by the manager. The Astros are already managing several absences, including third baseman Carlos Correa, who is sidelined with season-ending ankle surgery, and Jeremy Peña, who has been dealing with a hamstring strain since April 11, but is expected to return as early as Monday. Altuve, 36, currently hits .245 with 4 home runs and 12 RBIs in 42 games this season. The 9-time All-Star has spent his entire 16-year career with Houston, accumulating a career batting average of .302 with 259 home runs and 901 RBIs. The Houston Astros are facing significant uncertainty after veteran second baseman Jose Altuve was diagnosed with a grade 2 left oblique strain and is expected to be placed on the injured list. The news followed the team's 8-0 loss to the Texas Rangers in the series finale at Dakin Park, as confirmed by manager Joe Espada on Sunday. The injury, which became apparent during Saturday's 4-1 victory over Texas, saw Altuve appear uncomfortable after a double play in the 8th inning. He was observed grabbing his left side and grimacing as he left the field, immediately raising concerns among teammates and coaches. Medical confirmation a day later solidified the situation, indicating a partial muscle tear that typically necessitates several weeks of recovery. The Astros have not yet released an official return timeline, leaving the team without clarity on when their key player might return. Altuve's absence presents a major challenge for the Astros, particularly as he remains a crucial component of the lineup. Oblique injuries can be particularly disruptive for hitters whose swings depend on rotational movement, making recovery projections difficult. Prior to the injury, Altuve was contributing significantly, batting .288 with 2 home runs, 6 RBIs, and an .860 OPS, providing production near the top of the Houston lineup. His impact on the franchise, as a former MVP and multiple-time All-Star, has been central to the Astros' sustained success over the last decade. The timing of the injury compounds the frustration following Sunday's shutout defeat. An offense already struggling to generate runs against Texas now faces the prospect of playing without one of its most productive hitters, signaling a potential extended absence for a franchise cornerstone. The Houston Astros are facing another blow to their roster, as second baseman Jose Altuve has been placed on the injured list with a grade 2 left oblique strain. This marks the latest injury to a team already struggling with a significant number of setbacks this season. The injury was announced by manager Joe Espada following the team's 8-0 loss to the Texas Rangers on Sunday, which dropped the Astros record to 1929. Espada acknowledged the setback, stating, "Obviously just not what we wanted to hear, but we find ourselves having to fight through this one here. So these young players are going to continue to get opportunities." Altuve sustained the injury in the ninth inning of Saturday night's 4-1 victory over the Rangers after an awkward swing. He was not made available to reporters after the game. The Astros currently have 14 players on the injured list, excluding Altuve. However, shortstop Jeremy Peña is expected to return to the lineup on Monday after being sidelined since April 11 due to a strained hamstring. In other news, rookie Bryce Matthews started at second base on Sunday, recording 1 hit in 4 at the position. Prior to the injury, Altuve had led off Saturday's game with his 4th home run of the season and was batting .245 with 12 RBIs this season. The Houston Astros have suffered another setback, as second baseman Jose Altuve has been placed on the injured list with a grade 2 oblique strain. The injury was announced by manager Joe Espada following the team's 8-0 loss to the Texas Rangers on Sunday, which brought the Astros' season record down to 1929. Espada acknowledged the disappointing news, but stressed the team's resolve, stating, "Obviously just not what we wanted to hear, but we find ourselves having to fight through this one here. So these young players are going to continue to get opportunities." Espada did not provide an estimated timeline for Altuve's recovery. Altuve sustained the injury in the 9th inning of Saturday night's game against the Rangers after an awkward swing. The 9-time All-Star was leading off Saturday's contest with his 4th home run of the season and was batting .245 with 12 RBIs so far. The Astros currently have 14 players on the injured list. In other news, shortstop Jeremy Peña is anticipated to be reinstated on Monday after missing games since April 11 due to a strained hamstring. Rookie Bryce Matthews also made his debut at second base on Sunday, recording 1 hit in 4 at the position.